Hello, and welcome to the presentation of our paper, Naturally Together, a systematic approach for multi-user interaction with natural interfaces, published at CSCW 2021. My name is Carmel Shavitt, and I'm a master's student at Ben-Gurion University of the Negev, and both me and Professor Anastasia Kuzminykh from the University of Toronto shared the first authorship for this paper. Also in the research team are PhD student Itay Ridel and Professor Jessica Cauchard, both from the Ben-Gurion University of the Negev. Together, we create a systematic analysis of factors affecting multi-user interaction, especially with natural user interfaces. But why do we even care about that? And what are multi-user interaction at all? Multi-user devices are in our everyday lives, and they are highly embedded in spaces around us, such as smart homes and conversational agents in our living room. Those spaces are often shared between several people, and while the technology aims to support multiple users, these devices do not cover multi-user interaction to the full, and there is a lack of understanding of the mechanisms that impact the shared usage of them. This gap becomes more obvious as we move towards natural language interfaces, for example, conversational agents. This type of devices has no physical token of control that's usually used for managing input, even when multiple users want to use the devices simultaneously. In the light of that, the need of this research was reinforced as prior work on multi-user interaction has been done mainly on graphical interfaces. Following that, the goal of this paper is to develop a theoretical model of the relevant factors that affect multi-user interaction based on a systematic review of prior works, with emphasis on voice interfaces as an example of natural language communication system with no physical token of control. To develop our model, we analyzed 124 papers and synthesized a classification of 8 factors affecting interaction pattern in multi-user scenarios. The factors were grouped into environmental and user-centered. Environmental factors are external to a given user and defined by the composition of the interaction situation, therefore can be directly sensed by a system. User-centered factors are internal to a given user and cannot be sensed or deducted by a system without the user's self-report. The environmental factors are privacy of space, proximity between users and to the device, familiarity, hierarchy, and owner's presence. The user-centered factors are user sense of responsibility, user sense of autonomy, and self-efficacy. These 8 factors were validated in a user study. In the study, participants were asked to assess all of the factors in relation to each user in a total of 12 scenarios. From the result, we concluded that the privacy of space factor offers a new approach for separating interaction contexts on the continuum from public through in between to private environments. This high level separation is based on both evidence from theoretical research and empirical work. This separation is suitable for design purposes. In particular, HCI researchers often tend to position the work within application domains. For example, smart home design, design for work or learning, or design for city environments. All of the above can be looked at as design for public environment, in-between environment, or private one. Another interesting finding is that while these devices offer natural interfaces that can be controlled via voice and gesture and without the need of a token of control, factors linked to physicality are still relevant, such as proximity between users and proximity to the device. While these are the highlights of our finding, for the detailed result, we invite you to read our full paper. Overall, the paper contributions are systematic analysis of factor affecting multi-user interaction, factor-based model of multi-user interaction with natural interfaces, design guidelines on environmental and user-centered factors, and a new perspective on multi-user interaction. Thank you for your time and attention, and for any question or thought, please do not hesitate to contact us.